Hello, hello. It's Nienke here from Nienks.com. I'm going to bring you my alternative projects for the April 2023 All the Little Things paper pumpkin kit. So this is what we did. This is the cards pretty much the way they should be done in the kit, except I've already made some changes. I changed the ribbon. I think originally it was off to the side, so I wanted to put it there, and then there was another piece up here that I didn't adhere because I wanted to do something else with that. And then with this one there was like additional flowers that was popped up, so I didn't pop them up. I thought this was fine like that. And then this one I didn't really change at all. So I'm going to show you what I did with those other pieces, if I can quickly find what I grabbed. Let me show you. Sorry, I'm just going through the box. It's actually been a couple of days since I made the first one because we've been a bit busy. Okay, we still need the flower. Where is it? Actually, I have to empty this box because we're going to need it to do this insert that we received. I also want to show you that. I'm pretty excited for that. Okay, so we use this one, and the other element. So I'm going to start with this that I didn't use in the actual card and show you my idea here. Okay, so this is just a piece of basic white cardstock out of my stash, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to quickly check what is that. It's like a little smudge, I don't know. Okay, let's just use that as the back and this is the front. There we go. Okay, so this is just a piece of white, and then I'm not going to use that. We'll do that for the second one. There is the envelopes. I think I showed them to you. They look like this. So they're white on the inside, and then they have this on the little flap and this on the front. So I just cut that apart to make these two pieces, and that one we're going to use on the other one. And so this is the flap piece. See, there's the adhesive is right there. So I cut that to 4 1/4. So just cut off one piece and then cut it to 4 1/4 so that you have this little like angled piece of DSP. And I'm going to stamp some background images first. So let me show you. There is, I stamped it on here, I think. I did that previously. So I'm going to grab Granny Apple Green. I only have a spot for that as of yet, but I will pretty soon probably get a bigger one. But I feel the paper pumpkins is a nice way to add to your color collection. Like the next one will be the ink colors, and that one will have the copper clay. So I already know that I'm going to get a copper clay spot in the next paper pumpkin kit. So if you want to subscribe for the next kit, there'll be a link below. Okay, so the Granny Apple Green, and this is this image that came in the stamp set. Now I'm leaving this piece here so that I sort of have an idea of where I want my background image to go. So I'm just going to sort of eyeball where I want it, remove this one, and then stamp it. And then do the same, just give it a second to dry while I ink this up, and then do the same with this because I want the little stems to be hidden. I want one to be sort of off to here, and then one more just having these pieces down here. So I didn't really ink that up all the way. Let's do it this way. Okay, there we go. So we have that as the background, and now I can just wipe this off. You know, I like to do that before I have ink everywhere. Then I have the sentiment. Oh, let's first adhere this because I'm not going to put anything else under there. I'm going to add some glue to this and add it right to the edge here, just as you would a piece of DSP. And now you have these little nice images peeking out there. And then I'm just going to put this, how do I want it? Here, so that I can eyeball where I want. I like to be, I don't know, I like to know where sort of everything is going to be before I stamp something. That's just me. I'm not going to put dimensionals or anything on there yet, because I want to quickly stamp my sentiment. Now, if you're not confident that you'd be able to get a clear image, or first stamp before you adhere this piece. Luckily, there's a lot of envelopes in the kit, or use your Stamparatus if you have one. I use my Stamparatus quite a bit. So I'm just lining that up, and then I want to add this here. I just need, wiggle the camera because I was trying to push my chair back a little bit, and I'm just going to eyeball that. I want it right there, and then just stamp it down and hold it. I think, like I say in every video, you just want the ink to absorb into the paper, then you'll get a nice clear image. There you go. That is nice. Close that. I'll put that there to wipe it, and then I want to grab some of this nice twine. Just going to turn it around this way and sort of place it where I want it to go. So this will be the bottom. I think I'm just going to grab some tear and tape and add some little pieces of tear and tape here, just to make some loops. Add one here. Come on. I don't know why that didn't want to release now. I usually have more luck with using my take your pick tool, but I want some loops up here, and then most of them down there. Okay. I'm going to do that, and then let it sort of loop around like that, and then make it come back maybe that way, and then go this way. Ooh. Okay, so make it go up this way. Give it a nice big loop around here. Now you could have also just, cut off a piece, looped it around your fingers a couple of times, and then, just stuck it down again. I'm doing it this way because, I don't know, I think it saves some twine, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I'm getting way more loops there than to, roll it around my finger and then put it down. So I think that's good. So I'm going to snip it off right there so it's nice and secure. Let's see if that is what I like. Now you can sort of just wiggle them around a bit, see if that's how you like them. I think that's nice. This one can actually come down a little bit like that. Okay, so then usually they sort of stay. Now you just grab your dimensionals and sort of, just grab a couple of the loops while you are popping up the flower, just to give it some extra hold. But the tear and tape is fine to maybe cut a little piece just to secure these little guys right there. I just want to grab those because I feel that's where it can come loose the easiest. I mean, just one here. I know I always sort of probably overdo the dimensionals, but hey, I don't like it like being saggy in the middle. Now I just have 3 million backings to take off. There we go. And now we'll add this one where we want it, which is where? There. There we go. So that's our image, our sentiment. There we go. And you can fiddle with it. It probably doesn't matter at all. Leave it. There we go. So that is, no, I don't like that one up going that way. I want it coming this way. Fiddling with it again. There we go. Okay, that's it. I like it coming out that way. So that is, oh, we need some bling. Wait, before I forget. We need some bling. Take a big one and pop it here, and a little one up there, and another little one going up, I think here. Let's move that one down and then we can pop it right there. Here we go. So there is that one with the bling. Now let's do the next one. So the next one I am using the other piece of the envelope. Grab another card base. It's the same thing. Standard card base. And I'm going to... Okay, so with this one, let me show you. I got it set up on the Stamparatus. I don't want to make a mistake because I want to stamp on my piece of paper. I'm just going to call this, oh, I'll just put that in there to have it here. Now I just need to check where I lined this up at. It wasn't there. Was it at the bottom? Ah, there we go. I think it was right there. So I just used my Stamparatus, lined it up to my grid paper, and I'm just going to check that I have that where I want it and that it looks straight. And again, if it doesn't look perfect, I'll just stamp it again. But using the Stamparatus for this makes it so much more successful. This is Shaded Spruce. I'm using that. So the two colors in this kit is Granny Apple, the two greens in this kit is Granny Apple Green and Shaded Spruce. I hope I have that right. Again, I'm just using my ink spot, which I got in a past paper pumpkin. I'm just inking this up really well because this ink spot of mine is actually getting a bit dry, to tell you the truth. And the fun thing about this is if I feel my image isn't clear enough, it's not going to move. It's going to stay at exactly the same place, so I can re-ink and stamp it again. So let's see. But that looks pretty good. I would actually be happy with that. But for the video, let's just add a little bit, show you how this works. Just going to add a little bit of more ink, and now because I haven't moved anything, it's just going to stamp on exactly the same spot. And you can then re-ink and re-stamp as many times as you like until you find that you have an image you are happy with. So that is that. I'm just putting this here because I don't want my grid paper to get inky. So that is my sentiment stamped right onto the envelope, which I'm now calling the DSP for this card. And I'm going to adhere that flat to the card base as a card front. I'm super excited to try out my spot thingy. What's it called? Storage, spot storage. I'm gonna go with thingy for now. Okay, so there's that. Then I have a little die cut. This is from old, oh jeez, I can't remember these things. It's from an old die set. Here it is. Stitched So Sweetly Lies. That's the one. One of my favorites. Long time retired. Now here's another oldie but goodie. I got these little die cuts from the peach dies. Sweet, you remember the Sweet as a Peach sweet from probably, was it now a year ago, 2 years ago? It must have been a year ago. That was one of my favorite stamp sets, and I never got to use it, you know, while it was available, just, you know. So I'm still using it now just because I love it. I really feel like you should use the stuff you have. You bought it because you loved it. Keep on using it. Just because something retired doesn't mean you don't need to have to stop using it. It's not the case. And I love pairing stuff with, so all of these little things, it's probably going to be fiddly, I'm not going to lie, but hey, it's fine. It's going to end up very pretty. Okay, so I want that and that and that, and then one more. So this is Shaded Spruce and Granny Apple Green. I'm sort of trying to mimic this, what they did, the greens, doing the two greens. And then I also thought that this thin little branch is it looks very much the same as this thin little one, don't you think? I think that's why I thought about it. And then I'm using the little stamp from the stamp set in Calypso Coral. And let's see how this is going to go. I want fine tip glue for this because I might just make a huge mess. And I'm going to move that aside, and I'm going to use my silicone sheet because that's what it's made for. Going to use this is the fine tip glue. I don't know if I've used it in a video before. I've used it quite a bit lately for lots of things. It sometimes gets a little goober up there. Just grab that. Okay, let's try this so that you just get a hold of it. I don't want to stick my finger in this glue. So I love the fine tip glue for these little things. I think you would agree. Just want to put a little bit everywhere, and then I'm just going to place this sort of at an angle here, like so. Like that. I'm just going to close it. I don't want this to get hard in that little tip. So the next thing I'm going to do is add the stamping of this very, very cute little flower. So I'm going to stamp a flower right here. We're going to see how this goes. That's pretty good. And I want to stamp one. I don't want it to overlap, but I want it to be very close. There we go. That's cool. Worked out very nice. And then I want one down here, I think. Yeah. Close to that one. Ooh, that's cute. Don't you think? Yes. I'll just answer that quickly. Then the other thing from Sweet as a peach was these little teeny tiny leaves, which I also thought was cute. So I'm going to stamp them in Granny Apple and Shaded Spruce. Put two teeny tiny ones right there. And right there. What I love about photopolymer stamps is you can see through them, so you can get very close to where you want to be without overlapping. Like, they're perfectly where I wanted them to be. Now, this is from a lighter green to a darker green. I'm not going to worry to wipe off my stamp. I know I am bad about that sometimes, but from a lighter green to a darker shade of green is not a problem. There we go. One there, and then let's do the last one here. And I am moving this little image around so that I can have my hand in the correct position. Okay, to get a clear image for stamping these detail stampies. Okay, now that is very cute, but we're going to add our dimensionals to these very, very shiny, cute flowers. So excited. I love this card. I love the idea. I love the alternatives. This whole kit has been fabulous. Fabulous. Can't get over it. It's been, I don't know, I love this kit. Truly do. Okay. Then this cutie. Oh, jeez. If I can get it to where I want it. It's going to go right there. This one is going to go right there. Isn't that so cute? I think so. And this one is going to go right there. Love it. And then I'm going to put these very tiny, I should probably use my tweezers for this, don't you think? That's probably way too much glue. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see if we can use some for this one. You think that's going to work? Yep, there we go. We're sharing some glue. So I want to put those down in here like so. And this one sort of like that. Yeah. Yep. I like it. And then I'm going to use the Shaded Spruce one. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Yes, you can see what I'm doing. Do the Shaded Spruce one up here, like so. Getting stuck on the dimensional, that's fine. And Granny Apple one. Right here. Why is that dimensional right in my way? Right there we go. And this one here. And this one here. Now you get the peach dies actually have all of these little leaves. Like, you can cut all of them at once because there's 2 of the 2 together, and then there's 4. Yeah, so I just ran that through one time and I got all of those little leaves. That is really cool. I love it when you only need to run it through once and that's it. Okay, and now this I'm going to put on here. I'm going to add a little bit of, no I'm not. I wanted to say I'm going to add a little bit of tear and tape and then do this, but I decided I'm not going to. I'm thinking of, usually I wrap, you know me, I usually stick it with the glue dot and then wrap it around, but I'm actually just going to make a knot, so I'm trying to eyeball. I'm just going to tie it. So that looks good. So for this one, I'm just doing this. Put it in one of those little grooves. Have my ends be the same size. It doesn't matter where the knot goes right now because I can just move it because I haven't. Oh, you know what? Let's just be a wee bit smart about this, don't you think? And use our reverse tweezers. What do you think about that? Hold on, I want it to be a little bit tighter. There we go. Okay, let's just use that. Whoops, don't fall over, just stay that way. Get this around there, and which way do we want it to go? This way? That way. There we go. So I'm just going to do that, undo those, pull this tight the direction I want it, and now I can move my knot up, scooch it anywhere I want it. I think I want it there, and then I can just trim my ends a wee little bit. I want them longer, but not that long. There we go. Okay, that's fun. Now I'm just going to use liquid glue to adhere this to, do you know where? Yep. Get some liquid glue right to the edges because they tend to want to stand up for some other reason. Don't need to glue the twine because there's glue at the top and the bottom, and now I'm just going to get this sort of, we're going to go for sort of straight, like always. If that's sort of straight, see, it wants to, yep, that's sort of straight. Just hold it for a minute. Die cuts tend to want to do that. And liquid glue just needs a minute. It just needs a minute. Okay. Let's see. Yep. Oh, wow. But hold it. Here we go. I'll show you. So these flowers are beautiful. We can't have these little three feel left out, right? So we're going to give them each a little bling too, like so. Okay, so there we go. Let me know in the comments if you like the two alternative cards that I made with the set, because yeah, I'm pretty impressed with them. Okay, now before I can't wait any longer, and I think you can't wait either, I'm going to empty my box. Okay, I grabbed my box and I just emptied it quickly. And all my spots, I have more, I'm pretty sure. There's the two we used. There's the extra one I just got in this kit. So I have doubles, and I also have some retired ones. So we'll see. Okay, this is the little organizer that we got. Now we're just going to have to let's just figure this out together. Okay, so this goes in your box. I'm guessing let's put the long ones in first. And now this first one is probably going to be the tricky one. I hope you can, is this on camera? Okay. Yes. Okay, so the long ones go in first, so sort of hold those two while you position this one. Put the shorter one on top, so the little tabs they will go to the bottom. Okay, and then I think if you have those in, the rest should be easy. Let's see, let's just wiggle this in here. There we go. And then I wonder if I have that the right size. I'm just going to do spots. I like that there's different partitions, like different slots, so that you can change the size. You may want to put some twine in some. I might do that a little bit later. But for now, let's just see. Okay, so I just have some colors. What do we have? Polished pink and blushing bride. My blushing bride was leaking because I think it landed on its side, because they're in a heap, like literally like this, off to the side. So this is amazing to have, I think. So polished pink is retired and blushing bride is retired. So I'm just going to pop them in. So it seems like you can get two on top of each other. And then here, I'll decide later where I want to put everything. So I have two shaded spruces. So I'm just going to pop everything in now so that you can see how this works. We have a Bermuda Bay and a Daffodil Delight. Coastal, Bermuda Bay retired, right? I think so. So I'm going to stick that on the retired side. I sometimes use my retired inks anyway. Pumpkin Pie, Soft Suede's retired, Basic Gray, Evening Evergreen is retired. That's upside down. Okie dokie. Gray Granite can go with Basic Gray. This is a Mango Melody. I just bought a re-inker with the clear empty spots and just inked it up. And that's retired now anyway. What's this? Crushed Curry. Let's just put that there. And Bumblebee is retired. And Gorgeous Grape. So, as you can see, I think I have more lying around. I'll find them. But even with this, there's still a lot of space. So I could maybe move this one up here. And use these, like make it a little bit of a bigger partition or whatever. Let's move that one there. And we could add some. Here I have some of the twine left of this kit. Isn't that cool? You can have that in there. You can have your block somewhere if that's what you want. I keep my twine somewhere else. So I'll definitely be using this only for my spots, and I'll probably label them on the inside and have, if I have doubles, and maybe put them in their color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's 6. So if you have a color family and you would put 2 per, there will be an extra row. Oh, then you can put all of your retireds in the extra row, or you could put your extras in the extra row or something like that. Okay, so I'm pretty excited about this, because there I will now have all of my spots in one place, and I'll probably label this and put it on my shelf so that I know that this paper pumpkin kit is the one that now holds all my spots. Isn't that fun? Okay, so that is the organizer for this month. That was a freebie. This is a fabulous kit. I would love if they maybe add this to our kit collection and we could have that around for a little bit longer. I really love this kit. And there's the 2 alternatives. And these were the 3 cards, sort of the way they came in the kit, with little alterations that I made here and there. I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, the link to join my paper pumpkin will be in the description box below. And yeah, contact me if you need any questions. This was a fabulous kit. I really enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.